Hello and welcome to the Healing Streams Reflection. The title for today's post is The Heart of the Cross. The prophet Isaiah in Isaiah chapter 53 verse 4 to 5 declared, "But he endured the suffering that should have been ours, the pain that we should have borne. All the while we thought that his suffering was punishment sent by God. But because of our sins, he was wounded, beaten because of the evil we did. We are healed by the punishment he suffered, made whole by the blows he received." As Charles Spurgeon put it, the signs of Christ crucified can only be learned by heart. Could not God have come up with a better idea for the salvation of man than the cross? This question is sometimes posed during debates regarding the purpose for the brutal punishment Jesus endured at Golgotha. Yet apart from our human understanding and in his infinite wisdom, God had a perfect plan for the cross. The circumstances of the day were never out of his control or in conflict with his will. Instead, the cross revealed who God is and what he is like: compassionate and gracious, slow to anger and abounding in loving kindness and truth. Exodus 34 verse 6. The cross also exposed Satan for what he is, and at the same time took away his power through Satan's final defeat. Though Satan's final defeat will occur at the end of time, the cross invalidated the need for a physical payment for sin for those who will accept Christ's ultimate atoning sacrifice made for us all. Finally, the cross unveiled a new covenant relationship with God, which gives all people the opportunity to experience eternity through Jesus Christ. Matthew 27:51 tells us that at the moment of Christ's death, the temple veil, which had allowed only high priests access to God, was torn in half from top to bottom. This act signified the beginning of a new type of access to God through Jesus Christ, our intercessor. Was God's perfect will carried out at the cross? Yes, even in death, his love was demonstrated to the world he created to receive his blessings. As Augustus and Top Lady put it, "Nothing in my hand I bring, simply to the cross I cling." This reminds me of Paul's statement in 1 Corinthians chapter 1, 18 to 31. The cross of Christ is a sacred symbol to Christians, as it represents everything in which we believe. It is a thread connecting Genesis to Revelation. To truly understand the message of this symbol, we must increase in knowledge about the purpose of the cross, which leads to question. Personal message from God can be found in the event of Christ's death on the cross. First, the cross reveals God's unconditional love for you and I. Though it was the collective sin of the human race that deserved punishment, God chose to lay this great debt upon one man, his own Son. He did this as an act of love for you. Second, the cross demonstrates God's righteousness and faithfulness. God promised to send a Messiah and his promise was fulfilled in Jesus Christ. Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6, Matthew 1:23. The Old Testament predicted that Jesus' name will be righteousness, Jeremiah chapter 23 verse 6. And he will come to judge the nations, separating good from evil. Finally, the cross exemplifies God's awesome power. Jesus' death and resurrection symbolize his ultimate triumph over eternal condemnation. His blood established a new covenant and a chance for all people to spend eternity in the presence of God. As you meditate upon the event of the cross, consider God's love, righteousness, faithfulness, and power. In one time-altering moment on the cross, his greatest blessing was poured out to a world thirsty for the saving grace of the one true God. May the good Lord richly bless you and have a wonderful day. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.